Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. So today we got something updated within the YouTube policy on harassment and cyberbullying. I'm just looking at it now. I actually didn't come across it, but I saw a couple tweets, a couple retweets actually. So let's talk about it. So this new policy is all about harassment and cyberbullying. So YouTube, I guess, trying to enforce this. So I want to talk about what this kind of means for us. What what type of line it draws and the type of grey area this has brought up now. So I'm going to give my opinion first and foremost, then just explain, come at it in a different way, just to show you different points of view. So I think that this is great. I think having something like this just shows us that YouTube are actually doing something. Like, you can't just go ahead and really just roast someone for no reason. I think that if you want to slander someone, then go ahead and do it. If you want to be creative about it, go ahead. But you have to, don't pick targets who can't defend themselves. Like, there's channels dedicated to roasting kids. That's my opinion. But I'm gonna come at it in a different way and show you a different viewpoint. That's my opinion. But so also to mention, this is what I like. This makes this bullet point that they've put is actually, I think, good. So it says respect people's opinions online, but no one it crosses the line. We want YouTube to be a dynamic and expressive platform, but we do not want users to feel intimidated or threatened. So we don't know what that line is, but I think what they're trying to say is that it means that, if it gets taken too far, then you can take action. There is a reporting tool, YouTube's reporting tool, you can use to do so. But let me come at it at a different point of view, what this kind of grey area I think it's brought. So whenever YouTube policy hits, they always create like this Venn diagram. If you know what a Venn diagram I think it is, it's two circles, and in the middle is where these circles overlap. So, in that overlapping bit of the circle is, I think, like the grey area. There's the negatives and the positives, and you got the little grey area bit in the middle. So I think a lot of channels could very well be affected by this. I mean, there's a lot of channels just dedicated to roasting people, who just picks anyone who's kind of, underage to adults. And I think that, to give a good comparison, in the real world we have comedians who go out to perform for thousands of people, who slander anyone and everyone, who makes sick jokes. Some comedians have really dark humor. Some comedians make jokes about disabilities and people are laughing. So bear that in mind. There is that in the real world, that's a comparison. So what people are doing on YouTube, it's the same thing, and thousands of people go and watch these comedians perform those jokes because people feel that they're creative. And this could definitely be why these people do it, because they look up to these comedians. So I think that it's made an even bigger grey area, because what crosses the line really now, because definitely there's people like Leafer is here who, he'll just roast people, will just target someone and just roast people. Like, nowadays he seems to be more practical about it. He's choosing people who are kind of crazy and he just makes fun of them. But at the same time, how will his YouTube be affected by it? Because sometimes, when he has a huge following, so when he does make a video about someone, sometimes they do get people going there and spamming the comments with hateful messages. But what you need to realize also, I think, is that you can't control what people do. Obviously, in my past videos I've said, have some responsibility in what you say and what you do, obviously, but you can't always control what people will do. Even if you say in the video that this is just fun, or even if you put a disclaimer, people will still go out and do that. So I understand that this hinders someone's creative needs, I guess. So someone who thinks they're trying to be creative, or wants to be making this the creative videos, I guess. I don't think YouTube wants to stop people from being creative, and I don't think YouTube wants to take down huge channels, huge like massive niches, but it could have a big impact. I don't think you should be harassing people, you know, so like just straight up harassing someone, like probably like someone that Keemstar does, you know, that he's known for. He will just straight up stream and harass someone and tell someone to really just go and fuck themselves, or you know, that is a different type of roast, like, or type of video. I think that type of video definitely needs to be monitored, definitely taken down. If you're telling someone to go fuck themselves and telling someone, well, not even telling someone to go fuck themselves, you know, just lying about it and telling fans to go there, and if you see them, go fuck them up, like stuff like that, you know, you don't really, that's straight up like harassment, that's straight up threats, like, you know, things like that. I think this is good for, to definitely try to take those videos down, or give them a warning of some thoughts, because it's fucked up. Like, you can't just go be doing that. You can't be harassing and making threats like that. And you know, there's been cases where people have broken down because of videos. Now, what I think that when you put yourself out there on the internet, you need to understand that you're putting yourself out there to be criticized. I'm putting myself out there to be criticized, and I understand that. I don't, you know, if someone wants to roast me, wants to critique me, then go ahead, because I'm old enough to understand that I've put myself now online on the internet for the world to see, for people to just roast, you know, just roast me, criticize me. I'm happy for that. But if someone's gonna harass me, then obviously I'm not gonna be happy that they're straight up harassing me. But you know, I think that if you know, you're people who do put themselves out there and they are young, you know, you've got people like, you've got young singers who are very, very, very young, like under 12, I think. Some of them are even under 15. So, you know, things like that, you kind of have to be iffy, because in my honest opinion, you know, they are putting themselves out there to be criticized, and I feel like they should be kind of taught that way, but at the same time they should still get passed because they're kids. But you know, at the same time, I like this. I kind of want this policy to kind of make the actual people who harass and just threaten people to back away. You know, that's why I like this. I want them to back away. But you know, they've said that YouTubers said they don't want people to cross that line. We don't know what that line is. I hope that they make it more clear. Maybe we'll see a video get taken down. Okay, I don't know if you can get striked by it. I don't know if they're going to send warnings. I definitely think it's a good thing. I definitely think that people should be concerned, like people like Leafy should be concerned, because you know, there's not much context to what is the line. Where's that line that you draw to that goes over the top? Okay, we don't know what that line is, and we will know once YouTube starts taking action. So yeah, as always, I think it's a good policy. I think there's a big grey area. Again, this is what always happens with YouTube policy that they bring up. There's always a grey area, and I think there needs to be more context. And I think the only way we'll find out what that line that YouTube is talking about means is when they start taking action. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not really more, I'm not trying to explain anything, it's more of just my reaction to this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, guys. I try to stream a bit more now. I don't schedule streams, but I do tweet it out when I stream. So yeah, look forward to that. I mean, I'm getting a subscriber every time I stream now, and so that's great. But as always, guys, I'll see you on the next video. I'm about to sneeze. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and peace out, guys. See you in the next video.